Oh shoot! I knew I forgot to turn off my music. One sec. Alright, there we go. Alright. If I hit play on my phone, I'm finished. We are live, by the way, so.
Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome along to the final round of the ILR1 World Championship season. We are here in Abu Dhabi for what promises to be a thrilling sunset, a thrilling climax to this ILR1 season. We've got next season's lineups coming your way as well for ILR1, so stay tuned right through the broadcast and we will give you those all-important lineups, who will be in the Elite League in ILR next season. So we've got those lineups coming up. I had a little look at them earlier on. I'm sure Jamie's been browsing them as well in the last hour or so, and we had a look at those lineups before we went on air. But Jamie, without giving anything away, are you quite surprised with the lineup? Is there anything that's catching your eye?
Wait, the lineups are out? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I took a look at them.
Yeah,
I was just kidding.
We've seen them.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at them. They're quite interesting to say the least. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a bit different than what I expected, but you know what? Get me well ready for next season because it looks pretty interesting though. So can't really say anything more than that though.
Sure, except for that, it look very interesting. We've got the race of champions coming up as well.
May or may. Nope, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say something very stupid. Alright, let's go out to the cars on track. Who's out?
You were going to say something totally stupid.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as you said pit staff and something stupid, you were going to say
you knew very well it was rubbish about to come out of my mouth, mate.
well, on that hilarious note, let's get on with the action then. We have got one more round of this World Championship, plus the all-exciting Race of Champions coming up as well before we head on to next season. So a lot to look forward to in ILR over the next few weeks. The lineups tonight, this final race here in Abu Dhabi, and of course we have got the Race of Champions, which we're all eagerly anticipating. I think we've got 8 drivers from ILR1 and 6 from the 2 tiers below that in ILR2 and ILR3. So yeah, Jamie, the Race of Champions, something we've also got to look forward to. But again, you've got to say, when you come round to Race of Champions, it's going to be those guys in ILR1 you would feel fighting it at the front, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, remember last season though, where it was most of the guys at ILR1, but like I think a couple of got in there from ILR2 that were up in that mix. That was a very fun. That's probably one of my favorite races of all time, to be honest.
Yeah, there you go. Jamie's selling it well for next. I think it's what, the 14th of March, is it? I can't remember the date exactly.
12th?
14th. I think it is the 14th of March.
Was it 12th?
The 12th, sorry. Race of Champions, but yeah, it will be a fantastic evening of racing. But yeah, as you say, Jamie, the ILR2 boys, the ILR3 lads, both capable of getting in amongst it if they can have a good afternoon. I think you look at the world champion from ILR3, Brandon, he'll be certainly trying to threaten the guys in Race of Champions. Even from ILR3, there's some drivers with some serious pace, and yeah, it will be quite interesting to see the guys in ILR2 as well. Also quite quick on their day, but I'm riding on board with Michael Davis, who I am led to believe will be pushing hard.
Yes,
and we'll be praying for an ILR1 slot next year, because I've been told by a few people in the paddock that he is desperate to get into ILR1 next year and practice really hard and try and take it to the guys at the front and try and get a second title on the board. But I mean, that's a tall order, Jamie, isn't it? There's some seriously quick drivers in this field, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's good to see the engine well turned up for the first time this season from Mike since Australia. 205 in the speed trap break. That was very well done, very clean around the apexes, losing the rear end just a tad bit, going down to the second DRS straight. He comes now to the triple chicane. I hate the chicane, mate. If you get it wrong, adios lap.
Well, yeah, Jamie, not a fan of that triple chicane. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Abu Dhabi as a whole is not my favourite track. I do think the final sector in particular is just full of 90-degree corners, and it's a bit dull, isn't it, in that sense? But yeah, there is chances to overtake, Jamie, and as we know, I mean, tell us yourself. I mean, you know yourself. You race a lot. What would be your preference for an overtake on this racetrack? I mean, there's a couple of places, isn't there?
Probably the end of Sector 2, the second DRS straight, because I hate passing somebody on the main straight just to get re-overtaken on the second straight, because I believe there's 2 DRS splits. Whoa, Michael slaps it on there with a 137.1 to get things going. I don't know if that's very quick or not, because not many people have set their lap times. Okay, Shimasi is going at just a 10th and a half quicker.
There you go, and then Shimasi pops into the 36s, 3 men with a time on the board so far. Shimasi 36.9, but now Falcon goes quicker and got an end. Goes even quicker. The time's coming down. There you go, Michael Davis's 137.1 has been smashed to pieces already. Going in 136.7 on top. Then it's Falcon 136.8, Shimasi third, 136.9, Zalin fourth, 137.0. Is this the weekend where Falcon can maybe, at long last this season, win a race? I mean, he has won before, but not this season. As we now have Lewis going up into 7th, 137.1. It's not his greatest effort. No wet now. Loading the bar quite significantly, Jamie. 2 tenths quicker than anyone else out there. Gone in second. No wet now. 36.5. So the time's really coming down. But we wait to see what Pistas and Cliffy and Hungry Tadpoles have got to deliver. Michelangelo's gone fifth. Pistas goes second. So that time from no wet, Jamie,
it's quite
pretty impressive.
Yeah, for now it's looking quite impressive. Let's hope he holds on to that. But there's a lot of quick. Lately, this field is really being compact. I mean, the top 13 about a second. That's insane.
Yeah, it has been. It's slowly becoming the most competitive of the leagues. I think. Obviously, the championship's done and dusted. We only are at the second season of ILR. It's a short history, and it does take time to find everyone's positions in the championships. But I think next season, Jamie, that's when we'll really find a tight field. I mean, at the tail end of season 2, as you're just saying, top 12, top 13 cars, 1 second covering them, and next season it's going to be crazy when we announce these lineups later on. I think so many drivers with serious pace, and the likes of Beastas, Falcon, Michael, Lewis, Cliffy. I think a few other drivers will stake a claim to try and get in amongst it. You know that? I really do think that. And not all those 5 are going to have it their way. I think a few others could have a glory day next season, couldn't they, Jamie? A one-off.
Oh yeah.
Quite possible.
So let me just get the
comments. But they are all out there. On the ultra soft tyres, a lot of guys out there on ultras. Lewis actually was on super soft, so his effort to only be 4 tenths away, Jamie.
That's good. That's very, I was going to mention that. He's only 4 tenths off pole in the super softs. I don't know. Is there a big difference here though between the ultra softs and the super softs?
I wouldn't have thought there'd be a massive difference, but I still think to be within 4 tenths is a decent effort. So 5 minutes to go. It's no wick on top with a 136.5. 1 and a bit 10 shy is Beastas second. Gone in third, just around 2 tenths off the pace. Then it's Falcon in fourth, 3 tenths away. Michelangelo also 3 tenths away. Lickel almost 4 tenths off. Lewis is 4 tenths off, as we've just mentioned on those super soft. Shimasi 8th, 4 tenths away. Zalin and Michael Davis rounding out the top 10. Then it's Bugatti. Tell us a little bit about Bugatti. I'm not sure. Is this his debut? Is this a trial race for Bugatti?
I swear I've seen him before. Somewhere before. I remember pointing him out. I used to race with him in PSF1. So yeah, I know this is not his first time here. I think it's the second or third appearance.
Oh, well, we need to keep an eye on him then. Another driver will be hoping to get himself up into ILR1 for the future, but he's 11th in Zera Mercedes 12th, Frisky CJ 13th, Billet 14th, Red Matt 15th, Hungry Tadpole 16th, 2.3 off the pace, and Cliffy, we still await a time. But we've seen this quite often from Cliffy, haven't we? He seems to wait to the very last minute before delivering a time. Sometimes it backfires on him.
I don't know, maybe
they're over the super soft.
I don't know, I heard that they're putting a new part into the engine though. I don't know if they're going to get that car ready before the end of qualifying, so we'll see if we can get the car out just for the final lap. Hopefully they'll be able to sort out whatever problem they have in the Toro Rosso, but there's still 16 other drivers they've set a time, and hopefully Cliffy will join them soon.
Well, could it be that Honda engine causing the problems already for the new season? Quite possibly. But
definitely
here comes Lickel round the final corner. He's the only man out there putting one together. I think, in fact, he's coming into the pits, so he isn't on one. What about Hungry Tadpole's in 16th place? He's not put a proper time on the board, and now he's running wide. And 2.3 off the pace, and not looking at his best, Hungry Tadpoles, is he? He's been showing glimpses earlier on in the season, Jamie, of some serious pace, but in recent weeks he seems to have dropped off the boil a little bit, hasn't he? He's not really been up at the sharp end for a while.
It's tough though. I mean, this is a really competitive field, so I mean, it's not very common for someone to be really strong in one part of the season and then just kind of fade away in the middle. But you never know. I mean, you could still be on pace, just people prefer different tracks. Like, I mean, we can say that for a lot of these drivers too. I mean, Shimasi too, you could say that he was at the top too, but he's starting to go down. I just can't tell if it's because people are getting quicker or people just prefer different tracks or what. But I feel like Hungry Tadpoles has been alright. I mean, the same could be said also for ZR Mercedes too, who I haven't seen too much lately up the field. But speaking of ZR Mercedes, actually not here today. But you know what I mean. It's just like it's very drivers can be very on and off in ILR1. That's what I've learned to notice over this season of doing some commentary. Oh, actually, there is ZR Mercedes. There's only 9 tenths off on the super softs. Bad.
Yeah.
But now he's going for the ultras, so he's going to bolt it.
Well, Zero Mercedes is 12th quickest, but I mean, like, as you say, I mean, these guys, Zero Mercedes, Shimasi, to mention a few, as you've said, guys that probably were on the pace earlier on. But I mean, see, to be honest, the likes of Shimasi's 4 tenths away. See, earlier on in the season, he'd been 4 tenths away, sitting second or third in the grid, but he's 4 tenths away and he's eighth in the grid. So it's just, I think that's the answer right there, Jamie. I think it's everyone else just improving and the field getting more and more competitive.
Exactly, because I mean, what, you could be 4 tenths off of a pole in the beginning of the season. That wasn't a bad lap time because there was 1 or 2 drivers that were ridiculously quick. 4 tenths off would put you like third. Now 4 tenths off puts you ninth because everyone just kind of closed the gap.
We sure have, and let's have a look to see how much closer this gap will get in the next few moments as they all are about to begin the final runs. We've got Falcon and Michelangelo together on the racetrack in the final corner, winding up to start their flying laps. Falcon hits the line then to start a flying lap. Does he have fuel for 2? If he does, he can do that. Whether that would be suitable given the fact he will have to start the race on these tyres, I'm not too sure. But here comes Falcon then, down the hill he will go. I do love this first sector, Jamie, in Abu Dhabi. I don't like the track as a whole, but I do love that first section of track. The undulation in the circuit, the high-speed nature of that downhill right-hander, I think it's fantastic, and it comes down into this great stadium-like section at the hairpin. I think it's brilliant, but after that, I'm not a big fan of the circuit, but it does promote some overtaking as we now have a look at Falcon open up the DRS as they go down towards the end of this first of the 2 DRS straights. Onto the brakes now and into that tight little chicane, but it's tidy so far from Falcon. If not spectacular, he's a little bit of oversteer as he comes out of that chicane and heads down the second DRS straight, where Jamie believes we'll see more
Bugatti.
And Bugatti, well, wow, he goes quickest on a 1 at 36.498. Where did that come? And the Renault boys are in disbelief. Bugatti to the top of the timesheets. Novak and Bistas left standing still. What a time that is. Bistas and Novak in the final corner, about to start the flying laps. But we need to go and watch Falcon and Michelangelo. They're both in the final sector. Michael only 7th at the moment. Quite incredible. Will Falcon finally step up to the plate and deliver and give himself a platform for a victory for the first time this season tomorrow in the final race? Round the final corner comes the Ferrari. He heads to the line.
Oh,
a
that
36.4 to beat. Here goes Falcon.
Whoa.
Oh, wow,
what a lap time.
35.9.
Oh, Michelangelo only 2. Wow.
Michelangelo goes second, 2 tenths away. That is going to take something very special to beat. The track's improving. Zalin now goes third quickest. Can Bugatti go quicker again? I think he's backed out.
He's out
so
of
that's as beautiful as it will get for him. Now Conan goes second, half a tenth away. But wow, how has the track improved so much in the closing moments? I have no idea. A 1:35.9 from Falcon. Is he finally going to get that first victory of the season? We've got Novak out there, we've got Pistas out there pushing on laps. Shimasi, Zera Mercedes, Lickle's quite far round the lap as well. And Lewis too, but we'll stick with Lickle blocks as he heads down into that final few corners. Underneath the hotel he will go. Most of the drivers choose to sleep there over the weekend. Me and Jamie also get booked up by ILR in there. We do enjoy staying there, wining and dining. But here comes Lickle blocks round the final corner. Currently 11th.
Michael Davis 4th.
It's a 35.9 to beat. He does a 36.5, and that's lacking the pace we expected from him, has to be said. Michael Davis has gone 4th, 3 tenths away. So there you go.
Here comes Bistas. Oh my goodness. Right on the edge.
Novak and Bistas going hard. Novak round the final corner. Where can he go? Bistas goes third. Novak goes 4th. And look how close this is.
Jeez,
quite incredible.
Man.
Michelangelo has backed out of his lap. Falcon as well has backed out of his lap. Who else can see the flag? Hungry Tadpoles is 17th. We've got Shimasi still out there. He's in the final corner. Is he able to mix it up at the front? Currently 12 quickest outside the top 10. Where does he go?
11th.
He goes 11th, up 1 place. But look at that. Look how tight this field is, Jamie. Quite remarkable. 1.4 covering the 17 runners. Just around a second covering 16 runners. Absolutely incredible. But it's Falcon who puts it on pole. Can he finally get that first victory of the season in the final race of the season? I tell you what, Jamie, it will be a good battle because we know Gunn and was able to beat him in Mexico and it looked like Falcon might have been the man. So yeah, in for a cracking race, and this really sets us up nicely for next season already.
Oh yeah.
We've got the top 4 cars separated by less than 2 tenths of a second. Michelangelo is only 5th quickest, Jamie.
That's making me think of it.
I've got to ask you, pick your man from that. Who's the start of qualifying?
Falcon, 100%. I think
Well,
Falcon.
Falcon's done a good job.
Yeah, that
He has.
shocked me. What a lap time! I didn't really think that people were gonna wind it in that close. I mean, all the way to 16th in 1.1. Jeez, man, what has happened? This grid is way compact now.
Wow,
Wow.
incredibly close. And I have to say, Falcon, star of the show, arguably, but I think Michael Davis, 3/10 away from the pole
yeah.
in 6th place, is putting in a solid effort there. Maybe he is going to have some pace in his pocket for next season. So, good effort for Michael. He is the world champion. He should have been performing like that all season long.
He said
It's
he
shame
sent a
it's taken him
message
to the
saying
final event.
he bottled sector 3 and lost 2/10 on his time. So if he had nailed that,
Oh,
that'd have
dear.
been that would have been well quick. But look at that
Who was that,
grid.
sorry?
Michael Davis.
Oh wow! So Michael Davis might just be able to show why he's champion this season come the end of it, if he can put in a performance tomorrow. But there is your grid for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. How tight does it need to get? Falcon on pole, 1:35.9, alongside him, Gunnan in second. Pistas third, Nowek fourth. Michelangelo, the Greek driver, is only fifth. Michael Davis, a solid effort with sixth. Zalin is seventh, Bugatti eighth, Bulletproof ninth, and Volt Lickel runs out the top 10. Well, we know it's always dry here, Jamie, in Abu Dhabi. I don't think there'll be any concerns of wet conditions, but I have to say, the strategy element will be quite interesting. What tyres will be the best option? I think Cliffy's down 16th on the super soft, so what will be interesting to see if he plans on coming charging through the field. So he's one to watch. But not only the strategy, Jamie, I think there could well be some good overtaking to be had, some good action on the circuit here. I mean, the top 5 or 6 really evenly matched. It could be a fantastic scrap between them for victory. And not only that, I mean, as I say, 2 DRS zones, 2 great chances to overtake, isn't it, Jamie?
Yep, 100%. I'm just looking here. What is the strategy going to be today? That's what I want to know. Ultra soft or ultra soft super soft? That's gonna make me think of it.
We'll have to wait and see. The temperature, of course, is dipping. It is a twilight race. It will start in baking hot conditions here in Abu Dhabi, but we will, of course, switch in the third lights on for the final part of the Grand Prix, and the temperatures will drop, and that might aid the tyres. But here we go then, the formation lap about to start. Now we can have a little look at what tyres have been chosen by the guys outside the top 10, which is what we always like to see. We have a real mixture, as we always do, but the top 10, of course, all on the ultra softs that they started on. Let's just run through it once more as we get ready for the 28 laps to get underway. It is Falcon on pole with Gunnan in second, Pistas third, Nowek in fourth, Michelangelo slightly disheartened, I would have thought, with fifth. Michael Davis, good effort from him, but arguably could have been better going by what Jamie's telling us. Zalin seventh, Bugatti eighth, Bullet 9th and Lickel 10th, and they are both disqualified from the formation lap. And then it gets interesting, Jamie, doesn't it? We've got Shimasi 11th on those super soft, those super soft tyres. Frisky CJ and Zena Mercedes also opting for the super softs. Then we've got a little bit of an interesting decision here. We've got Red Matt, Lewis and Cliffy all on softs, and only Tadpoles on the super soft. So those guys maybe going one stop onto a set of ultras later on, Jamie, potentially? Or is that
they can one stop to the ultras, probably. Super soft, ultra soft. I mean, you know, you can just do soft, super soft, honestly, and make life a lot easier for yourself. I'm not too sure, actually, to be honest. That's what I need to know, the strategy here, because this strategy is actually confusing me a bit.
Well, it certainly will be one to watch. Who will, of course, win the strategic battle. We always need to remember, of course, for all you guys watching, Michelangelo, we know he is the king of saving tyres. So if any of these guys feel the need to do 2 stops, Michelangelo will be doing 1 in a heartbeat, Jamie. So certainly Michael is always a threat from 5th place. I'm sure you'll get long odds for him starting from 5th place to win the Grand Prix, but he's very, very capable in the races. I'm going to be quite interested to see here, because we know Michael and Pistas have always had the race pace, and now that they're actually relatively close to the front, because Falcon and Gunnan weren't actually at the front. Well, they were at the front in Mexico, but Pistas and Michael weren't there because of a first lap collision. So, and Pistas just wasn't there. Michelangelo obviously first lap collision. So I'm interested to see, do Falcon, Gunnan, Nowek, Michael Davis, do they have the pace to match Pistas and Michael over a race distance? They certainly did in qualifying, but the race is a different story. And what about Lewis and Cliffy, 15th and 16th? They'll be coming through the field, Jamie.
That's going to be fun to watch. That's going to be fun to watch. Oh, there's a bullet one. Pray for no contact at turn 1 here.
Yeah, well, exactly, because if we don't have any contact, we'll be in for a thrilling race. There's so
Oh
many
yeah.
ingredients here that says we're going to have a cracker. So let's get the final race of the ILR1 season underway. We've got lineups to come later, but let's get the fireworks on the track started. It's Falcon on pole. Can he win for the first time this season? We'll find out now as the lights go out here in Abu Dhabi. Falcon gets a bit of a ropey start. Here comes Coronel already into turn one. Side by side they will go, but Falcon holds the high ground and holds the lead through turn one. Zalin and Sauber running a little bit wide there in sixth position. Michael Davis down 1 to 7th, but it is Falcon leading. Coronel second. Beastas third and Nowek fourth. Michelangelo somehow still in fifth place, and there's Michael Davis taking that place back on Zalin in sixth.
Yeah, I think
Zalin
Zalin's
seventh,
overtake
50
was
CG
illegal.
8, Little 9 to Chimasi 10. What you saying there, Jimmy?
Nah, Zalin's overtake was illegal. I think that's why he backed off. But who's that
Okay.
going side by side down the main straight? Is that Beastas and Oh,
Nowek and
Beastas and Nowick.
And meanwhile, in front of that, also, Conan is not messing about either. He's having a look at Falcon. He's going to go round the outside. Meanwhile, behind that, Beastas and Nowek going side by side. They make contact. Beastas goes off the road. And is that going to allow Nowek through? No, it's not. He's too busy fighting with Michelangelo. Falcon just about holds off Conan and this explosive start to this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Falcon still in the lead, but Conan right there, Jamie. And the early signs are not good for Falcon because the DRS hasn't even been activated yet, Jamie.
Yep, Zalin gets Mike back down the inside. That was cleanly done. Oh, it's getting very hairy back there. I think that's the Mercedes trying to go. I see you trying to go around the outside of Mike. He backs off real quick. Someone's got a 5-second stop go. I'm not too sure who that is. But did Beastas gain the actual? Oh, shit, that was Shimasi.
I've never really seen it, Jamie. I was trying to watch Falcon and Conan at the same time. It was all sorts going on.
It was all
down
kicking
there.
off.
But all I know is Beastas ended up off the road, but unscathed and still in third position. Nowek and Michelangelo battling by. Michael's gained a place there, but I think it was a very late lunge from Nowek on the brakes up the inside of Beastas from what I've seen. But whether Beastas should have let him back through or not, I don't know, Jamie. Did you see it better than me? What did you think?
It was weird. I saw it from the camera view looking down the straight, and I couldn't tell the depth if Nowek was actually alongside or if he came from behind. But it was kind of awkward because I guess they tried to go to the chicane side by side, and I was always going to end in contact. I think Nowek was just too hot in the brakes.
Yeah, well that's what I kind of saw, and here we go again then. Lap 2 of this Grand Prix, we've got Falcon in the lead and Conan right there. Now we've got Michelangelo side by side with Nowek as well, but we need to watch the battle for the lead because here comes Conan, tucked right up behind the Ferrari. Falcon feels the need to go defensive to the inside. Can Conan, the Finnish driver, sweep right round the inside.
Looking up, squeezing him off the track.
Falcon gives him the squeeze. Now Beastas will get involved. Surely he'll slip underneath Conan, and indeed he does. The world champion up into second place. Conan tried to move on Falcon. Falcon said, no, see you later, come back tomorrow. And now Beastas takes the second place away from Conan. Well, Conan will be gutted, won't he, Jamie? Absolutely
I'd
brilliant
be
stuff
fuming
from
with that
Beastas to pounce. But he won't be happy with Falcon. He would have felt that was a little bit uncalled for, but that's racing sometimes. You go to the outside, you'll often get squeezed, and unfortunately for Conan, he's lost a place, and the Finnish driver is now having to deal with Nowek on his tail, who did get past Michelangelo down that straight, Jamie.
Yeah, those two are battling very hard. Fourth and fifth are having their own private battle. I think so is Voltex and Beastas. So Conan is probably going to close the gap to Falcon. I don't think Falcon's actually pushing that hard. I don't know what's going on. If he's just struggling to get the tires warmed up, as multiple drivers go wide on the penultimate corner. Ooh.
Well, he has got 4.5 laps of fuel, and he is running in rich. So maybe it's the fuel load that's
It's just too heavy.
back.
I think it's too heavy, the car.
Maybe it's maybe a bit heavy, and Beastas can sense that. He's right up behind him, and
Because
Conan
he's
and Nowek right there as well. The race panning out, Jimmy, exactly as we thought it would. The
Oh,
first car was 6
Beastas! Oh my word!
Beastas picks it. Oh my goodness
Oh my
me.
God.
Heart in the mouth moment there for the Williams driver. He very nearly ended up bouncing into the barrier and ending his race, Jamie, didn't he? What a slide and what a save.
What a save.
From the world champion.
Oh.
Take your breath back, Williams mechanics. You will be servicing that car at the pit stop, I think.
Change
If
of
he
pants are
continues this,
needed.
maybe not, but here we go. Beastas now attacking Falcon on the way down to that end of the first DRS straight, but Falcon still in front. That Falcon clouts the car. He's in trouble here. Big mistake there. He immediately defends, perhaps a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah,
now
bit
Beastas is
naughty.
right there. Meanwhile, behind that, you've got Conan and Nowek. It's like Noah's Ark. 2 by 2, they go into the bridge.
Beastas pushed wide.
Again, Falcon shuts the door. Side by side they go.
That's naughty driving.
Because here comes the Conan. Oh, wow. Falcon stretching the limits of what's acceptable. Nowek, oh sorry, Gorinen clips the back of Beastas, now loses out to Nowek.
Oh, he must be fuming.
Stuff.
He must be fuming.
Just a passenger in the background, but look at the scenes on your picture here. Look at them all. It's like the first lap of the race. 8 or 9 cars.
There's 7 people battling for first.
This is ILR1. This is what you're going to see next season, folks. Tune in.
Oh, Beastas in the diffuser of Falcon. How did he not damage his wing? Oh my goodness me.
4. Falcon against Beastas as they go into turn 1, against Nowik, against Gorinen, against Michelangelo, against Zalin, against Michael Davis, against Lickelblocks. That is a shopping list of a front 8-car battle. Goodness me.
Last lap, Zalin was the fastest moving car in that group, in that pack. It looks like I think Falcon's just bottlenecking the entire group of cars.
Yes, and he's bottlenecking it with some extremely questionable defending.
Yeah, with some extremely questionable defending. Oh, Beast's head must be gone though. The soul's gone.
He is. Oh, as we lose Hungry Tadpoles, but here comes Beastas. Is this the moment he takes the lead from Falcon? Will Falcon get ultra defensive again? I think he's going to squeeze him out, you know.
Oh, no, he learned. He learned. That's a bad run of that corner from Falcon. But Beastas didn't get him the power quick enough.
And Nowek was nearly into pounds as well, but you lost it on the curb. And Beastas now in a Ferrari sandwich as they go down towards the end of that second DRS straight. Beastas again showing his hand, sending it up the inside of Falcon, putting him uneasy, but Falcon holds his line. Beastas right behind Nowek and Gorinen dueling. Nowek runs wide and now Gorinen's in there again. Oh, this is going to be insane. This is going to be an insane race.
This is ridiculous.
The top 7 cars. Look, the official gap to the leader between the top 7 is 2.1.
That's actually ridiculous.
The same gap is separating 7th and 8th.
The same, and 8th place is actually taking a second out of this whole entire battle, and so is 9th.
Yeah.
8th and 9th place are coming, and so is 10th. Oh man, what's going on here? Someone's decided to make an early call for the pits. Who's that?
It's a Ferrari of Nowek. Has he damaged the wing? He's
damaged the wing. He's damaged the wing.
Yeah. So that brings him out of arguably contention for the victory. Any small error like that is probably enough to ruin your chances. And Nowek dives in, and what did he put on? A set of soft compound tyres. Sorry, super soft tyres. For Ferrari. He's also being held there, taking a long time in the pit. So yeah, it must be a 2-stop. But Falcon now 9/10 ahead of Beastas. What's happened there? As Michael Davis is going up into 3rd place.
Wait, what's going on here then?
Zalin 4th, Gorinen dropped back massively. All sorts of things going on back there. Zalin up into 4th, Michael into 3rd. The stars of season 1 have all of a sudden shown their hand in season 2 right at the end of it. Zalin and Michael Davis getting themselves involved. Here comes
that's going to be contact. That's surely going to be contact.
Gorinen with a silly lunge up the inside.
That's a silly lunge. Here comes, is that look at blocks of Michelangelo? That's a disaster for Michelangelo. What happened there then?
No, I don't know. I think Gorinen was far too hot in the brakes. He's got a damaged wing as well, has Gorinen. Messed up completely.
Disaster.
Forced just about everyone in the battle off the track. But it is Zalin now 3rd. Michael Davis drops to 4th. And then we're going to spin. Gorinen collides with Lickelblocks has surely damaged the wing as well there. I think he's got away with it.
Yeah, he looks like he's gotten away with it.
Chaos.
Jeez, man.
Off to 8th now. CG up to 7th. And the utter bedlam continues in this race. It's a shame they can't keep their noses clean enough, but we're still enjoying it, Jamie. But it looks like there's going to be a tooth-car fight for the victory because, by the looks of it, the rest have been dropped.
Yeah, it actually looks like it, but they'll probably catch up because Falcon, the gap was 3 seconds, it's now back down to 2.8. Because Falcon's just continuing to hold Beastas back. Who's making a stop with the pits? It's Michael Davis, I think. I don't know if the wing, I can't tell if that's a normal wing. Maybe just going for a 2-stop, probably.
Quite possibly. This is quite incredible as Beastas goes way off the road again.
Oh, dude, that guy's
once again, very nearly sends it flying into the barrier. This is getting ridiculous. The champion, the world champion, is on the ragged edge here, desperate to find a way past Falcon, probably extremely frustrated by the defending we've seen from Falcon so far, but he is determined as Falcon to win a race this season. He's not having it. Nobody is going to get past him by the looks of it. But
yeah.
Beastas, if there's anyone that's going to do it, it is your world champion. And he attacks again, right up behind Falcon as they go through that chicane. And this is it now. Here we go. Falcon with a little bit of oversteer. Here comes Beastas. DRS open on the Williams. Mercedes power in the back of that car against Ferrari power. Pistas once again will be forced to the outside. No, there's space on the inside. Off the inside of Falcon. Falcon gives him as little room as he can. He bang wheels once again. Falcon holds his line and holds the lead of the race. And all the while, Zalin and Lickel are coming back at them again. Unbelievable.
You know what? It might.
Insane.
Do you think it was a smart call actually, maybe for Mike to switch to a two-stop with all this battling going on? Because they've just knocked a second and a half out of this battle in one lap.
Yeah, and they're all knocking lumps out of their tyres and one another at this rate. They're all knocking body parts, body work all over the place as they all battle like crazy. And Pistas is going to try again on Falcon. He needs to be careful though going through that turn 3. It seems like the dirt air is really hampering his Williams, and he keeps running wide. And if he doesn't be careful, he's going to
Falcon's off!
Falcon's off the road!
Oh!
And the lead, just about. And Pistas, has he got the dirt air again? He does, but he keeps it on the road this time. But Falcon, very, very fortunate to hold on to his lead there, Jamie.
Yeah.
Now he's only 1.7 back.
I was just looking at Mike. Mike is stuck behind Noek. Those two are... Didn't Noek have a full wing replacement, though? And he's behind Noek. I don't think Mike got his...
How does that happen now?
How does that happen then? So maybe...
Michael Davis.
Either they were too slow in the first stint, or it really is smart to go for a two-stop. But Mike needs to clear Noek if he wants any chance of probably even looking at a podium or such sort. I don't know if he's going to get him here. Voltex and Pistas, are they going to switch positions? Nah, too far back.
I'm not sure what's happened to Mike. I'm quite surprised he's ended up behind him. And maybe he had to change his mind too. He got a battle for the lead. Pistas taking the lead, is he? Not this time.
In the corner.
Once again shuts the door, and Pistas will be getting extremely frustrated.
Yeah, it's now 1 second to the guys behind.
Zalin and Lickel are coming very quickly, and all this is helping those guys that have pitted. It's also helping the lights. Oh, we got more contact between Falcon and Pistas.
Jeez, man.
Oh my goodness, Falcon just does not have the race pace to beat these guys today. He is trying everything, and now Zalin is there, Lickel is there, Michelangelo will be there again in a minute. And well, aren't these guys all going to suffer? And what about the chances of Lewis on the soft compound tyres? He'll be stopping a lot later on. Is he going to have a great chance of coming back at these guys when he puts on the quicker tyre? Quite possibly, Jamie. So
possibly,
Lewis,
yeah.
So, I mean, we've not mentioned him yet. He is only 8.4 seconds off the lead, and if these guys keep battling and the tyres continue to fall away...
What's wrong? I'm sorry.
Lewis is going to be going massively. I'm
just looking at Pistas' car when he handles Sector 1. There's so much dirty air, it's ridiculous.
Lickel's off. Lickel's off.
Uh-oh.
Way off.
Way off.
Infield.
Uh-oh.
Has he lost it, or has he collided with someone? He's dropping down the order, 11th place, and his chances of victory have gone. So there you go, Lickel blocked out of contention for winning the final race. The front wing totally damaged, and points don't look likely from there. So Lickel blocks. It's a shame, and we're enjoying the action. He's out of the race, but we need to go back to the battle at the front. Can Pistas this time find a way past Falcon on the brakes at the end of the long straight? Again, the Ferrari goes defensive to the inside of the racetrack. Pistas gets himself closer and closer, but definitely not close enough this time as Zalin begins to shadow them, Jamie.
You know, I'm just looking here if the guys at the back like Noek and Mike are actually closing that gap. They've taken 2 seconds out of the leaders. I think really they need to be within 10 seconds if they want to have a chance of winning this on a two-stop. As Pistas knocks his front wing, I think. I can't tell.
Has he damaged it?
It looks kind of damaged.
Yep. I think so. I think he has damaged it slightly.
Oh my God, Falcon!
Oh, big slide for Falcon up the inside into the penultimate corner. That's not an overtaking place. Try telling Pistas that. He dives up the inside, and finally, the world champion has his move.
Or does he?
Slide. Here comes Falcon, a second bite of the cherry for the Ferrari. Can he use that lifeline and retake the lead? He can! Now Zalin, the Hungarian, fancies a piece of the tyres. Lickel retires. Presumably the suspension is damaged on that Renault. Zalin closing in on Pistas now. He's just been having a quiet race, picking up the pieces, and now he's right in amongst it, Jamie.
He's right in amongst it. Because
Zena Mercedes has just cleared bulletproof as well. I mean, Lewis is on those soft tyres right behind the Scottish driver, so that's one to watch as well. But we need to stay with the battle for the lead. Lewis is now only 6.9 off the lead.
Yeah, how's that happen?
He's going side by side with Brilliant, but we need to watch Beastas now. Is he finally going to complete the move? He does! He does a Brendan Lee! He does a Brendan Lee! And tries the outside and cannot find a way past Falcon. Remember the switch back from Brendan Lee, which won him the Esports World Championship.
This surely has to be it.
Seeing that there. But it didn't quite happen. Here comes Falcon now, again on the defensive. Beastas tries the outside. Will he try a switch back? The bang moves again. Here comes Beastas. Can he finally sweep round the outside of the Ferrari? He looks like he can. Oh, it's brilliant.
Solid.
Through. And he takes third place. He somehow is behind in Falcon. Well, Falcon's just stretching the limits, and he's spun. He's round. He's round.
Yep.
Falcon is round.
That was clumsy from Falcon. I'll tell you that much.
To be honest, that was coming. That was coming for quite some time, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was coming out. Yeah.
He was just trying far too hard.
I don't think Beastas is going to hold on very long either, though. That wing is done. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
No, Beastas now with slight damage on that front wing. It's very slight. It's not excessive, but it will hurt. And does that mean Zalin could be on for a victory? What about Michael Angelo as well? He's been keeping himself quiet. Usually involved in all sorts of battles with Lewis and Beastas. He's been just taking a back seat of late, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So here we go.
Michael
Angelo. He's going to get himself involved now. On Zalin, can't quite do it. And Lewis is only 5.5 seconds off the lead on the soft compound tyres, Jamie, from the back of the field.
Wow, that's actually ridiculous.
Going to want to watch. He's going to have a chance here, Jamie. He could have had a good chance to win this.
He really could.
He's going to be charging through the field on a set of ultras at the end of this race. I mean, I really want to know, guys, in the comments, who do you fancy from the victory from here? You've got Beastas leading with slight damage to his wing. Zalin and Michael right behind. They've kept the nose clean up till now. Certainly contenders. Just waiting in the wings for any Beastas struggle. We get Frisky CG right there as well. I mean, anybody can win it.
Anyone
not
can
far back. I mean, CG and Zero Mercedes, they're on super soft to start the race, so I mean, they're also contenders. Lewis as well, as I've mentioned. Shimasi's a little bit too far. I don't think Shimasi will win it from there. No Wick, he's got wing damage. I can't see him doing it. Michael Davis, he's behind him. Probably not. But I think it's going to come from one of the current top 6, Jamie. I do.
Yeah, one of the top 6.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, Beastas doesn't seem that win doesn't seem to be bothering him very much. So he's probably looking like a strong winner for this one.
And we've got Paul McGuinness saying that Lewis has got a great chance. We've got Tom saying that Leanne is going to win. Okay.
Oh, how did Mick not damage his wing?
Brandon's going to win. Okay, Brandon. Get Brandon in here then. He says he's going to win. As we've got a pit stops here from Zalin and Michelangelo. They've been shadowing each other around the racetrack. They're now going to shadow each other in the pit lane. Which team can do the better job? Zalin went in ahead. Will he come out ahead as they go into the pits then? And a set of soft tyres for both those drivers. And Zalin and his Sauber crew just about get themselves out in front of Michelangelo. So good work there to hold station, Jamie, wasn't it?
Yeah. Especially since Michelangelo nearly knocked his wing coming into the pits. He was right in that diffuser of Zalin. They both come out safe and sound.
You could smell blood, couldn't you? You could smell blood. And we've got Falcon out, and there you go. What is that? He's crashed it at turn 1 with his suspension or brake failure. I don't know, but Falcon is out, and his season ends winless. So he'll have to improve next season if he wants to go on and fight for this title. We've got Lickle out as well, Red Mat out, and Hungry Tadpoles all out. 4 drivers out, 13 left. And it is Beastas now 2.1 ahead of Frisky CJ in second, and Zero Mercedes third, and Lewis in fourth. Those 3 guys in second, third and fourth, all starting outside the top 10, going longer into this race. We would expect Beastas in pretty soon on those ultra softs, Jamie, perhaps at the end of this lap.
Yeah, I'm just looking to. I mean, he's still pulling a gap over CJ, who's on the harder tires, but so he's still managing those ultra softs really well. Jeez. But that's incredible that people like CJ, ZR Mercedes, and Lewis are still well and truly in this, because they're only 2.5 seconds off the actual lead, the net leader.
Yeah, and I suppose if Cliffy never had problems, I think Cliffy must have entered some problems. As Beastas comes in, he would have felt he'd had a good chance too. But I don't know how he's ended up 8th with 18 seconds off these guys, because he started around the same area as CJ and ZR Mercedes and Lewis. But now it is the race lead for Frisky CG, and these guys, can they afford to battle, Jamie, Oh, CG's wide, and now Zenna Mercedes is going to take the place. These guys racing on the same strategy. Zenna Mercedes forced out.
The two Force India.
Lewis to come steaming in, and Lewis is going to come and take the lead here from the pair of them. Unbelievable. He's going to try and snatch it from their grasp on the soft tyre. Is Lewis going to find a way past CG? He's pounced on his teammates. Bump with Frisky CG. He nearly pounces on CG too, but Lewis in that Force India car puts himself up into second place, and now fancies taking the lead away from Frisky CG. He started right down at the very back on these soft tyres. He's moving himself into prime position for victory this afternoon. Lewis having a look up behind Frisky CG, no way through there. As they go through the chicane, CJ gets a huge clump of curb, and that will give Lewis the traction, the belief, the run, the DRS, the slipstream, everything, all the ingredients he wants to the lucky Frisky CJ. Side by side, he nearly runs off the road. He goes round the outside of the Mercedes driver. Can he make it stick? CJ's a tough customer to overtake though. It does not matter. They're locking wheels. But Lewis looks like he's completed the move at long last. Here comes in a Mercedes again. Lewis holding station, holding the lead, and finally he is up ahead of Frisky CJ. Brilliant driving from Lewis to take the lead, Jamie. Oh, what is it?
Oh, yeah.
Side by side. Oh, this is quite incredible. But as I was about to say before the battle started, Jamie, can these guys afford to battle? Because the likes of Beastas, Salin, Michelangelo...
Oh, what's going on here with Beastas and company? Whoa, sorry. Both two cars went off track. I think that was Gunnan, and Beastas split the super softs. And I think he pushed Gunnan out wide. I don't know what's going on, but there's a gaggle of cars right behind. What's going on here? It's the battle for 7.
Well, I was about to say that the guys at the front couldn't afford to battle, but if the guys that are racing are deciding to battle after the pit stops, then I think they're all right to battle. It cancels each other out, doesn't it, Jamie?
Oh, yeah.
We have had a pit stop from Frisky CG. He's gone onto a set of soft compound tyres. The problem is, I don't think that strategy is the best one, the super soft to soft, that he and Zenna Mercedes are trying. I think Lewis's strategy
is doing ultra soft, super soft.
Oh, surely not.
Yeah, because he's just bolted the set of the super softs.
Well, I'd like to see how that one pans out.
I really would.
That will be very interesting.
Now I don't know who's going to win this race.
Well, it will be one to watch. Beastas going down at that long straight, chasing Cliffy now in the battle for 5th and 6th.
I doubt Cliffy will make that life easy for him too.
No, Cliffy won't. Absolutely no way. And Groningen, Zalin and Michelangelo all still there. Well, how's Groningen got back into this battle? Did he not damage his wing earlier on? Or just
I swear he did. Maybe the undercut was so good that even with the damaged wing he managed to catch up. Because remember, that's when the battle got really, really crazy up front with Falcon and people, and that probably helped him cut the gap down a bit.
Well, he's given himself a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So it will be one to watch between these guys. So what's the gap to Lewis though? We need to keep an eye on that. Oh! Trying to get past Cliffy, and as you said, Jamie, he's not going to make it easy, is he?
No.
The gap to the leader is around 13 seconds, so when Lewis pits, you would feel he's going to have quite a lot of cars to overtake to win the race, but boy, oh boy, it'll be fun to watch, won't it? Him coming through. And Frisky CG as well, and on those soft tyres, he's now around 7 seconds off these guys, Cliffy and Beastas, but he's going to be going on fresher softs to the end, so...
I don't know, I think Beastas can manage those tyres to the end, to be honest.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. But can he manage them enough to beat Lewis? That's the question.
I don't know. Lewis needs to come in soon. What do you think? 12 laps is doable in Ultrasofts by Beastas. Oh, who's that going side by side behind? Is that Zalin and Gunnan?
Zalin, look at Gunnan, and he clips the side of Gunnan and a little slide, and that allows Michelangelo to say, I'm going to join the party. He goes side by side with the server. He couldn't get him in the pit stops. Can he finally do it on track? The McLaren Honda trying his very best to get alongside. Meanwhile, up in front of that, Beastas on the move on Cliffy. Cliffy, as you said, Jimmy, it's going to make life difficult, and he holds his line. Michelangelo round the outside of the silver, unable to pass Zalin as Cliffy continues to destroy their races.
Oh, sure he's going to have him here.
Here we go then. To the outside goes Beastas. Cliffy breaks a little bit earlier. He's not defending the way Falcon did, that's for sure, but it might be just as effective. It might be just as effective. He holds his line, and he holds 5th place.
He did it. It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
Oh, well, Beastas
hard but
something
fair.
to say about that. He'll feel a bit pushed out a little bit there, but okay. I'm not the steward, so thankfully I don't have to deal with the fallout after it. It is Cliffy 5th. Then it's Vistar 6, Gorman 7. Look at this battle. This is ridiculous.
What's this? This is only going to help Noak and Mike so much.
Yeah. Oh, side by side. And finally, Cliffy, the cork in the champagne bottle, is released, and away goes Pistas, Gorman, Zalin, Michelangelo, and even Bulletproof now has joined that group.
Oh man.
Forgot about him. We barely mentioned him this race.
We barely mentioned him this race. What's going on here then? So Bullet's in better hands than Cliffy was.
Yeah, Bullet's got a good opportunity. He's just caught up in this group. I think that's all it is, Jamie. Bullet's just caught up in the group.
Yeah.
And he's now got a chance as well. So anyone.
Mike's paid for the super sauce, by the way. So
gone in. So Mike's come in. Where's he come out and all this?
You know what? How far back is Mike from? He's about 10 seconds. About 10 seconds, yeah.
Too far to get involved. I thought Lewis is too strong in a position for Mike to deal with that. I would think. I don't think he'll win the race. But this is the situation here. Zara Mercedes, Lewis, and Noah. Certainly Lewis and Zara Mercedes, when they pit, they're going to have to come charging back through on fresher tyres through all these guys. That's Pistas, Gordon N, Zalin, Michelangelo, and Bulletproof. This has got the makings of an ILR1 classic.
Gordon N just needs to keep it clean.
Perfectly set up. Perfectly set up.
I don't think Pistas is in good hands though. I think he's probably the best shout to win this race.
I think Lewis, well, mind you, he's got to pass about 10 cars, but I think Lewis has got a great opportunity even with that situation.
All right,
that's a track you can overtake on. As Zalin and Michelangelo debate 6th place, and I think Zalin's back in front of Michelangelo now. And now Bulletproof in the background fancies a piece of this. Oof. He said, well, I've not really been at the front for a while, so how about you get me involved? I'm up for a little victory this afternoon. Remember, he won the opener back in Melbourne. Did Bulletproof, so certainly capable of winning races. As they climb the hill now, towards turn 3, and down the hill they will sweep. And Zalin! Whoa, Vitaly Petrov style off the road there. And the steering column is still intact. And so is his 5th place, or is it? No, it's not. Michael's through. Bullet's going to go past the pair of them here. He goes past Zalin with no problem at all. Michelangelo now under pressure from the Scotsman. The flying Scotsman on the attack of Michelangelo. Down the straight in the battle for 5th, 6th and 7th. Pistas and Gornan are dropping this group. They're telling them...
Gornan's flying on those softs. He's closing the gap to Pistas. Here goes Bulletproof down the inside.
And he takes the place away. The Scotsman on a charge here. He's joined the battle late. And now he fancies a piece of the podium. He dances through past Michelangelo up into 5th position. And now Michael under pressure again from Zalin. These two have been at it all race long. Zalin, the Hungarian, up the inside of Michelangelo. Side by side they will go. Can he get away through? No, he cannot. And Michael, the Greek god, holds on. What a race, Jamie.
Oh, man. Oh man! So what are the 4 seniors going to make up their minds to pit? It's got to be soon.
I think it's right now. And then comes Lewis from the race lead. Lap 16
really, Lewis first.
He's going to bolt on a set of those ultra soft tyres. Can he, quite incredibly, charge through this pack of cars to win? He will have the tyres. He will have the grip to do it.
He's going supers.
He's going supers. There you go. So it's supers
Zalin.
for Lewis.
In the wall.
Crashed. Where's that? Oh, down at the
3
turn. Has he collided with Michelangelo?
Possibly.
His race is run. Game over for Zalin, and that's a shame. His season ends in disappointment, just as it was starting to go up for him. And I think Zalin has proven today, Jamie, he will be one to mess with as well next season. He's certainly not one to mess with, I should say. He looks quick. Zara Mercedes now up into the lead. We said in commentary that. By qualifying that the likes of Zara Mercedes haven't been involved in the battles at the front of late, but he's in the lead now. He's yet to stop, remember, but he will be coming charging back when he puts on a fresh set of tyres. So what about Pistas? Can he hold off Gornan and who's sitting down in the 3rd? Then Michelangelo and Bullet battling again. It looks like Michelangelo's got the upper hand on Bullet.
What acceleration.
Side by side. Bullet, he's had his moment in the sun. His moment of glory has passed, and Michelangelo resumes 4th place. And can he now chase down Pistas and go on air and get back in with a chance of winning this? What about Lewis? He's already with this group, Jamie.
Yeah, Lewis is flying. Wow. Mike has had a disaster because he's behind CJ now. And CJ's on a simple 1-stop as well.
I don't know what's happened to Michael. His pace has disappeared. Maybe it was front wing damage or something that we never saw. Bullet back on the inside of Michelangelo.
He has wing damage, yeah.
Can't find a way through. And Lewis really needs to dispatch these guys quickly. He's got 11 laps to make up 5 places, plus a ZR Mercedes pit stop, which is being made now. So ZR Mercedes pits. He will come around, out around Nowak maybe. I mean, a bit further back than that.
Probably, yeah.
Watch. Around Nowak, so he'll be coming charging back at the likes of.
And the ultras, though.
Well, he's gone for ultras, so well.
That's needed. Why are they holding him in the pits?
For the podium as well.
Oh.
Quite incredible. Michael in too. So what's happened to him? Unsure about that. Remember, folks, vote for your driver of the day. Let us know who you think is your driver of the day. Never mind that right now. Lewis is going to make a move and go past his first challenger for the victory this afternoon. He goes past Bill at the banging wheels. It's not pretty. He's not making it easy. The Scotsman, he's fighting like Braveheart, but unfortunately, it's not enough. And Lewis takes 4th place away, and now has got Michael, Garnet, and Pistas to go on and win this race from, what was it, 16th place?
16th, yeah, 16th.
Would be some result. Surely the driver of the day. Get your nominations in. Jamie, if you could pick, in fact, you know what? Forget picking 3 nominations right now. I've no idea how this race is going to pan out.
I have no idea how this is going to pan out.
Yeah, we need to wait.
Wow.
The driver of the day will come from the remaining laps of this race. We've got a yellow flag out there. Who's that? Michael Davis has pulled off. And
yeah, he had
his
wing damage.
Season comes to a close. And that's a shame. They'll be hoping for a seat in ILR1 next season. We'll find out, remember, folks, at the end of this race. So 2 massive incentives for you to stay with us to the end of this race. We've got the ILR1 lineups for next season coming your way. That is something you guys are all excited for. These drivers on the racetrack as well as the guys in the stream, because a lot of the guys watching the stream are ILR2 drivers bidding for a place in ILR1. So, again, and even ILR3 drivers too. So you never know what could happen over the course of the next 9 laps as well. So we've got the lineups coming your way, and we've got an incredible battle for victory that we do not know who's going to win it. Right now, Jamie, could you call it?
I have no clue, because I'm just looking at Gunnarsson and B-Stats. Okay, B-Stats is on a tire softer than Gunnarsson, and Gunnarsson is still closing that gap. Maybe B-Stats' wing is finally starting to get to him, because I swear that wing is a slight bit chipped, because the gap is now down to 0.6 of a second. If Lewis clears Michelangelo on this very straight here, I put my money on him possibly to win this race.
Who's that, Lewis? Sorry,
Lewis.
Going in.
It's between Lewis and Gunnarsson, I feel like. It's only a matter of time before B-Stats' tires fall off the cliff.
Well, it's going to be one to watch. B-Stats versus the flying.
Oh, here comes Lewis down the inside of Mike.
Lewis on Michelangelo, and he completes the move. These two have been battling hard. There was one race this season where it was decided in the final corner between the two. This time it's decided 8 or 9 laps before the end, and surely Lewis is now free to go and chase down Gunnarsson and B-Stats and pull off a famous win.
Where is he?
Unless
Hold on.
Michael says otherwise, he's going to go round the outside of the Force India. He can't do that. Lewis parks his car in a good place and says, no chance, I've got a race to win from 16th place. And Lewis now is in prime position to attack as Bullet and Nowak do battle over 5th and 6th place. What a race this has been.
Oh, yeah.
Is he letting Nowak through? No, he's not. Yeah, he is, I think. And Nowak up into 5th place ahead of Bulletproof, who has actually just picked up a time penalty, Bulletproof. So, yeah, Big Stats in the lead then with on lap 19 out of 28. Gunnarsson second, shadowing him all the way. B-Staff struggling a little bit with a slight bit of front wing damage. Then it's Lewis hunting them down on fresh super sauce in 3rd. Michelangelo 4th. He will not win this race today, it would seem. Nowak is 5th. If it wasn't for that front wing damage earlier, where could he have been in all this? Certainly a contender for victory. Bulletproof 6th. Frisky CJ 7th. Shimasi 8th. Those guys just not quick enough on the day to challenge, despite the chaos going on in the battle for the lead. Bugatti and Cliffy debating 9th and 10th. And not more than that, ZR Mercedes is debating it with them too. Good little battle there, Jamie. One to watch.
Yeah, let's take a
Bugatti
look.
9th. And ZR Mercedes. Oh, Bugatti off the road!
Oi!
And ZR Mercedes and Cliffy sweep past. And that's how quickly a points paying position can flash before your eyes. And 9th becomes 10th, quickly becomes 11th. And Bugatti is now last, picking up a wooden spoon and no points, Jamie. You're used to the wooden spoon, aren't you?
Dave.
Behave. Oh, come on, you're supposed to be triggered by that. Come on.
Pass that beat. So I'm finished.
Oh, Tom's in the chat saying that he can't wait to see Flexi announced in ILR1 now for next season. I wonder if we're going to have a little look at the list.
Tell him to wind his neck in.
Oh, I don't know. I can't tell you if I can see him or not. But we have got Shimasi and Frisky CJ battling. Meanwhile, gone in now to within half a second of Beastas. He's slowly chipping the gap down so he can get himself into a position to challenge. But the problem gone in's got here, Jamie, is that he needs to get past Beastas
before Lewis gets to him. Yeah, and I don't know if he's just lacking straight line speed, because every time that gap is fluctuating so much. It's fluctuating between 1 second and 4/10. So I don't know if it's just showing he doesn't have enough straight line speed or what, but I'm not too sure.
Well, it's certainly one to watch. It's going to be a gripping finale. 3 seconds now Lewis has dipped the gap down to. Gone in now, half a second behind Beastas. They're beginning the message on the radio. Lewis is coming. You need to pass Beastas now. So here we go. He's actually listening. He's responding. He's only 2/10 behind him. He's tucked up behind the Williams. It's gone in, about to make the move of the race. And to tell Lewis, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to pass Beastas first to get there. Here we go. Gone in. On the attack. Beastas get great traction out of there, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's what's killing him, is that great traction.
Quite remarkable how he's got so much traction. Also quite remarkable that the 11 cars left in this race are only covered by 18 seconds. That just tells you what to expect next season. It's going to be incredible. It really is one to watch. And unfortunately, some drivers will miss out entirely because, of course, a lot of these guys are reserves coming in here. It will be the old timers that have been here for a long period of time that will be racing next season. So expect a few of these runners maybe potentially missing out on a seat next season too. So again, all the more reason to tune in as we tell you the lineup in a few moments' time at the end of this Grand Prix. It's lap 21 though, out of 28. Beastas still in the lead, 8/10 ahead of gone in. And you know something, Jamie? I'm beginning to think that Beastas has gone in covered at arm's length.
Yeah, he's got gone in covered. Lewis, though, could be a different question.
Very different question, entirely different question. Can the world champion go out in style here in Abu Dhabi? Or will Gurnan or Lewis have something to say about it? We'll find out as the laps tick by. It's lap 22 now, or 28. Is Lewis going to win from 16th place and pull off, arguably, the driver of the year and a contender, Jamie, for the award come the end of the season?
Needed. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, it's going to be quite interesting to see.
Oh, Gurnan might get done here on the straight, I think.
Yeah, Gurnan's going to have to watch. The good thing he does have, though, Jamie, Gurnan, he may not have the tyres, he may not have the grip, he does have DRS from Beastas in front, so that will help him, and it will make Lewis's life a little bit tougher. The front three then, down the start-finish straight, Beastas, Gurnan and Lewis, all battling hard for the victory. Then you've got Michelangelo and Nowak battling hard. Nowak's putting in a stunning performance. Where is he finding this pace? It's quite remarkable. He looks quicker on the day than Michelangelo by quite a bit too, to have caught him even with that front wing damage. Fair play to him, he's only 5 seconds off the lead.
I think if Mike had stayed in this, it would have been 6. It's just a shame he got wing damage, because I think the two-stop sort of did work out. There was just a bit of bottlenecking going on, which is what stopped them from getting up the grid so much further. Because Nowak has finally got him.
Passing Michael. He's got him on the inside. Brilliant stuff from Nowak. He passes Michelangelo and up into 4th place now. Brilliant job by him, but look at Lewis, Jamie, attacking very hard on Gurnan. He had a look on the inside. He's not rushing it yet. He does know he's still got time on his side. But the tyres will start to wear, but you still feel he's got the advantage on these two, surely. Here we go then.
Yeah, look at that acceleration, jeez.
We're right up behind Gurnan. The Haas driver needs to watch even in the final corner.
Oy!
He's down to the inside.
And
Lewis makes a move, and it was so easy. So easy.
Here we go.
Brave as well to make the move there. And Lewis up into 2nd place, and from 16th in the grid, he's now in prime position to steal the crown from the World Championship. Maybe not the crown yet. Beastas has only been crowned, but certainly to knock him off his perch in the final race of the season.
Wow, look how much it caught up. Jeez. Yeah, I was gonna say Lewis is my driver of the day if he had pulled this off, and he's doing just that.
Well, we'll find out. He's not negotiated his way past Beastas yet.
Yeah, look.
He is a fighter. He is the world champion. But surely it's going to be very, very hard, even if you're the world champion, to keep the charge of Lewis back on those fresh, super soft tires down towards the braking zone at the end of this long straight. Beastas still ahead, but now the last questions of his tyres. Has he got traction? Has he got grip coming out of there? I'll tell you what, he does.
He does, for now.
For now, and we've seen that with Gurnan, but Lewis is a lot closer, a lot more threatening than Gurnan ever was.
Oh yeah.
But again, at the end of that long straight, Beastas holding firm, which is actually a bit of a surprise to me. I didn't think he was going to hold firm there.
I didn't think he was going to hold firm. Maybe in like 3 or 4 laps time, possibly. And those tires really start to degrade.
Because in 5 it's finished. Goodness me. It's going to be one to watch. Pistas still holding it. Holding Lewis back as they go underneath the hotel once again. So many fans in the grandstands enjoying the finale to ILR1. This is what it's been all about. What a perfect way to end the season. A race to sum up the season here in Abu Dhabi. Lewis tries again in the final corner. He's getting very close. He's getting a lot of joy out of that penultimate turn going down the straight now towards the first corner. The fans in the grandstand are on their feet. They're biting their nails down at Williams. They're on the edge of their seat down at the Force India garage. I'm falling off my seat in the commentary box. Jamie, pick me up. Pick me up.
Oh my word. In the diffuser, Pistas.
He's going to go for the inside.
Down the inside. Oh, yes, boys. What a move.
Lewis from 16th in the grid charges through and takes the lead from Pistas here in ILR1. It's a fitting drive, a fitting race to end the ILR1 season, but it's not done yet.
It's not done yet.
Opens up the DRS on the Williams. Has he got any sort of response?
Oh my God.
He's got incredible straight line speed. Here he comes. To the outside on Lewis. Can the world champion show that why he's the king? He tries to go around the outside, even on those tires. That is quite incredible.
Gordon is going to get in this.
Gordon says, you know what? I'm going to get involved as well. Down the straight they will go. Lewis, flustered, shocked that the Pistas was able to come back at them there. That's why he's champion. That's what champions are made of. Grit, determination, desire, and sheer quality and talent. And he goes straight back ahead of Lewis. And the Force India mechanics are looking at one another in disbelief. It was like Interlagos 2008. He thought he'd won the race. He thought he'd made the move. Only for Pistas to come steaming back and say, no, no, no. You don't pass a world champion that easy. And Pistas,
look at Nowick.
And Lewis back to second. And now Nowick.
It's taken 2.5 seconds out of this last lap. They're flying. Oh, Lewis said it looked down the inside of Pistas, but he changed his mind. That was very close. Oh.
Unbelievable. Surely Pistas cannot keep this up for much longer as they go into turn 1. Pistas holding firm. Lewis second, Gunn and third, and Nowick coming at them like a steam train in fourth. An absolute steam train.
He's flying, mate. He's flying, mate.
Oh, look at Gunn and he's got a great run coming out of there.
Oh, he had to back off.
Under pressure.
He hits the back off.
And got him in. Oh, charging through the picture. And now the Ferrari is becoming prominent. Even Michelangelo says I could get involved here. Unbelievable. Down the start.
Yeah, they're all in DRS of each other now.
Pistas, defense to the inside. It's a DRS train down that back straight. Got an end as well, looking threatening. Nowick getting ever more prominent in the picture in the background.
Oh man, what is this? What a finale we're having here.
I've got no idea what this is, but I'm not going to have lost my voice by the end of this race. Goodness me. I'm not going to have any voice left for the next race I do. Pistas then to the inside, defending again, but holding firm, holding strong. Lewis probably can't believe that Pistas had any sort of tyre life to come back at him.
He needs to get creative. He needs to get creative.
He does. And how do you see that panning out? What is the creative to you?
It's got to be a move in sector 3. It's got to be a move in sector 3, in my opinion. Furthest away from any possible straight. That he has to make a move somewhere in sector 3.
Do you think one of those final corner moves that he made earlier on and gone in might work?
Yeah, something like that's needed.
We're about to find out because he's lining Pistas up going into the penultimate turn, and he's a great joy coming out of here, but not so this time going into the final corner. As gone in, it looks like his tyres are fading. He is fading out. That's his Lewis runs wide and damages his tyres and damages his chances of victory. All of a sudden, Nowick is a real threat for victory here.
Yeah, he is. I think he might have the freshest tyres. Maybe him and Lewis are the freshest tyres. But Gunnar's tyres are holding on so well, though. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's quite incredible. But I think Nowick might have a time penalty, by the way. No, he doesn't. It wasn't Nowick that had a time penalty. Someone does. It's not at the front, though.
No, I don't think it's the front.
Mixed up. But look at this. The front four all now together on the racetrack. It's lap 26 out of 28. Pistas versus Lewis versus Gunnan versus Nowick for the victory. And maybe if Michelangelo gets a move on, he'll be getting involved soon too. The front five potentially all in a battle, but it looks like 4 at the moment. Nowick trying on the outside there of Gunnan. It didn't work. He's had to cut the corner. Will he get a penalty for it? Thankfully for him, for us neutrals, he doesn't. Down they will go to the end of the long back straight. Pistas still in the lead. Lewis second, Gunnan third, Nowick fourth, and Michelangelo agonisingly in fifth, not close enough. Meanwhile, we got Bullet battling hard with Shimasi. Oh my God, we're 3 wide. Bullet, Shimasi and Zenna Mercedes in the battle for 6th, 7th and 8th. What a duel on the brakes down towards the end of the second sector. And they're all banging wheels like crazy. And Zenna Mercedes trying to get outside.
Zenna Mercedes goes well up the track.
Unbelievable. We've got 4 cars fighting for the victory and 3 cars going side by side fighting over 6th, 7th and 8th. This is quickly becoming an ILR1 classic in the final race of the season. Even Cliffy fans is getting involved as well. This race is just unbelievable.
This race is ridiculous.
This is ILR1, folks. Tune in every week. The new season starts soon. It's quite remarkable, this race. Unreal.
You know what?
Beastas leads.
I've got to point out,
has he got enough?
Lewis is missing his end plate, but he's still holding on to Beastas. Yeah, I didn't realize that end plate was gone.
He's very close this time. Going down the hill, the penultimate lap. Can Beastas cling on for any longer? The world champion determined to go out on a high here in season 2 of ILR1. Pick a winner, folks. If you're watching in the stream,
surely this has to be it.
Who's going to win? Beastas, Lewis, Gordon and Novak. Pick a winner now. Pick a winner in the battle for 6th as well. Beastas again getting superb traction out of that airplane.
That's ridiculous, that traction.
Attacks. Again, as you say, Jimmy, he has to think outside the box. He's unable to do it. Meanwhile, Novak does a Brendan Lee. He does a switchback up the inside, takes 3rd place away
what
from
a move.
and his odds are slashed. He can maybe win the race as well now. As Shimasi, I think,
Shimasi
has
spun
come
it.
to grief.
Yep.
He's round. So the battle for 6th has lost a competitor. I think another driver suffered there because there's only 2 in that battle now.
No, it's side by side still.
Novak holds on. He holds on. Keeps scoring in back. And can he now get involved with Lewis and Beastas? And Lewis is so close to the back of Beastas. It's the final race of the ILR1 season. And it couldn't end any better. Abu Dhabi always provides fireworks at the end of the race. As soon as the winner crosses the line, we do get fireworks. And how apt is it that it's going to happen here in Abu Dhabi, because we've had fireworks all the way through the race, and we're going to come round the final corner, start the final lap. Beastas leads, Lewis 2nd. Novak, you would think, has got too much to do from there to get involved, but you never know.
You never know, man. You never know.
And Novak's in the door. Final lap of ILR1 season. Beastas leading your world champion.
Oh my God!
But Lewis is closer than he's ever been before. If there's ever a time to make the move, it is now. On the
here he
goes!
Lap,
he sends it up the inside. They bang wheels again. And surely Novak's going to get involved. Novak is getting involved.
Oh no!
Lewis tries the inside on Beastas. This is unbelievable. Beastas holds firm again. Once again, gets superb traction.
That's ridiculous.
Beastas again on those incredibly old.
He might be in trouble here though.
Holds Lewis back, but Lewis is again going to have a second bite of the cherry. He goes to the outside on the Williams. Beastas comes over.
Beastas knocks him. Beastas hit him.
Beastas did hit him. Now Novak can try and get involved as well. Novak's got a superb run on Beastas. I cannot believe this. Lewis relinquishes the lead to Beastas. Now Novak tries to get involved. Lewis tries to defend from Novak. He can't cover him though. And Beastas.
How late is it going on the brakes? Oh! Contact! Oh! He spun it! The Ferrari's round!
And unbelievably, it's as we were. Beastas leading Lewis from Gordon in now in 3rd. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. That was always gonna happen with a move like that.
Yeah, it was. It was a bit silly from Novak. And now, Beastas, as he got the tires to hold on, Lewis could still fancy a move in the final corner, Jamie. He still could, but I think it's all over. It's too little too late from Lewis. It's been a great drive, but Beastas has clung on like champions do. The world champion ends the season on top of the podium. He wins in Abu Dhabi.
It gave Gunnar the win. Wait, what?
Gunnar in the win.
Because Lewis has a 5-second stop go for not giving the position back. Uh-oh. You know what? Did Beastas actually get a penalty? I had to see this.
On the final lap?
No.
On the final lap he did.
Surely not. Surely not.
Got an ends one.
Nah. We have to review this. No.
Oh my goodness.
No, get me a look at the race director.
Oh, this is going to go straight to the steward's room. Goodness me, I've got no idea what's going on.
What?
Well, Gordon N's on the top of the podium. So is that a second victory for Gordon N in the most dramatic of circumstances? He started the race in 4th.
Hold on.
The final lap in 4th.
Hold on a minute.
Home with his trophy. Look at that. He's stolen it.
He's stolen the trophy. Get that man back here.
Beastas 2nd. And Michael Angelo 3rd. What?
Get me looking at the race director here, trying to figure out what happened. Oh yeah, BSS with the penalty at the very. Oh, hold on.
Oh my goodness! What an end to that race. But wait, I'm going to say this is not the official result. This is the unofficial result of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
A corner cutting in the
end.
It's a straight up corner cut.
Okay, well there you go. Gornan wins from Bistas second, Michelangelo third, Lewis fourth from 15th, Nowak fifth, Zera Mercedes sixth, Cliffy seventh, Bugatti eighth, CG 9th and Bullock 10th, the final finisher in the points, and one of the greatest race, the greatest race in ILR history. Now,
I have to look at that because Lewis got a penalty for not giving a position back to someone who was facing them the wrong way around. So that's definitely going to be in this. Because Beastas was pushed wide also too. That's probably where his penalty came from. That's gonna. So I can't really say that. I don't know. That's something that's gonna have to be dealt with in the stewards.
Well, I'm afraid it's never good that a race ends up in the stewards room, but it is going to have to. I mean, there's been penalties thrown about here that might be controversial, that shouldn't be. But as it stands, unofficial, Gornan has won the final race in Abu Dhabi, a fitting final race for any season, but particularly the ILR1 season. Honestly, quite incredible. What a season it has been, and now my controller's disconnected just to add to the drama. Hold on. Right, there we go. We're back. Yeah, Gornan wins. Bistas second. Michelangelo third. Unconfirmed now. Let's start again.
Your mic kind of.
Mercedes sixth. Cliffy seventh. Bugatti eighth. CG 9th and Bullock 10th. Jamie, I've got to ask you, can you pick a driver of the day? I mean, wow, what a race.
Well, your mic kind of cut out a bit. I think you pulled something on it. But for my opinion, my driver of the day is Lewis, 100,000,000%. To come from 16th all the way to second, what a race! That's honestly, that's the greatest race I've ever seen in my life. And what is my game doing? Oh.
Well, it was an absolute belter, and we now must go on to announce the driver lineups for ILR1 this season. The much anticipated driver lineups. It was pretty much the main event. It was the main draw for everyone this stream tonight to begin with. But that race we've just seen, I don't think anyone could argue that that was exactly why everybody wanted to tune in tonight, because that was absolutely insane. Now, let's go on, Jamie, and announce the driver lineups. Is Jack Gooding online? I wouldn't mind getting Jack in here, of course, the league owner. If Jack's online, I wouldn't mind getting in here. We can have a little discussion.
It's your party. You can add him. Hold on, Andy, sort out your mic.
And I would also like to get his thoughts on that race, because I mean, if you're a league owner of a race like that, I think you'd be pretty proud of yourself. Wow, what a race! Let's see. Is he online, Jamie? Yeah. Is he?
Sort out that mic first is what I recommend doing. Hold on.
My mic?
Yeah, it's like kind of sounds weird.
Okay.
It kind of sounds like you're in the coal mines up in Scotland.
Shut up, yeah. Shut up. There we go. Sorted now. There we go. Jack Gooding is online. We'll add him. The wrong mic was plugged in there. I don't know what happened. I've invited Jack. We're going to go through these lineups. In fact, we should probably have done driver interviews as well, Jamie, but then we'll stick to the lineups for now.
I'll have two on the being tomorrow.
Yeah, we've only got 9 minutes. Forget it then. Okay, well, never mind. We'll forget Jack. We'll just get through it.
No, get him in here. Send him an invite.
I've sent him an invite. I've sent him one.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, will we start right now while we wait on Jack, or will we just wait on him? We'll give him 2 seconds.
I'll give him 2 seconds.
We'll give him 2 seconds. But listen, lads, anyone in the comments enjoying that race, tell us who is your driver of the day. Corey is desperate. Absolutely. Oh no! I think they're all laughing. All right, I thought they were desperate for me to do the driver thing. They're just laughing at the mic. Oh dear. Yeah, that mic was not great. But listen, lads, anyone in the comments, tell me your driver of the day. Me and Jamie both agree on Lewis. Is there anyone else you think deserves a mention for driver of the day? It was an absolute classic. Brilliant race. I think the best race, me and Jamie think the best race in ILR history. There's been a lot of good races, Austria of course, that one in Japan this season as well, where it was won in the final corner. Is there any other race that beats this one, folks? In the comments again, let us know. Is there a race that's better than this? For me, no. For me, absolutely not. And Jamie, I think you're in agreement there, aren't you?
Yeah, oh no. No, that's honestly my favorite race I've ever commentated, to be honest. What a race. What a race. Did you send Jack a party invite?
I think I did, but I'll invite him again. Maybe I didn't.
What's
Maybe I was too busy dealing with that crazy mic issue.
Yeah, you're good.
There we go. I've invited him again. Hopefully we can get him in. But yeah, that there, folks, is exactly what ILR1 is all about. And if you're new to the stream, the first time watching, be sure to continue watching, because next season we're going to have absolutely more of that, from race to race, race in, race out. Yeah, and I can't wait to see who will fight for this championship. But it looks like Pistas and Michelangelo and Lewis, they might have a few more rivals there.
Do you invite him to the game with a party? You're having a disaster, mate. God bless.
I'm having a nightmare. Right, let's try that again. There we go. I invited them to the party this time. It's just so much going on, it's hard to keep up. Keep doing the wrong things, but there we go. He has been invited and we'll get him in here as soon as we can. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that, Joe. Oh, that echo. That's some echo. Echo! Oh,
hey, mate,
annoying.
get back on the coal mines. Alright, where's this lineup?
Hello.
There we go.
You might be echoing just a tad bit, mate.
Echo!
Yeah.
Echo!
Is that better?
A bit, yeah.
Hello. Yes, Fuzzy, I think you're on FM net or AM.
Yeah, you're on the FM radio, mate. What's going on? Everything alright at home, mate?
Is it working?
Oh yeah, it just sounds like I'm talking to someone back in the 70s.
Oh, just carry on then, because I'm having issues here. Because I'm doing it remotely at the moment. I can't get my PS4.
Alright, I'll get this going. So where's the ILR1 lineups? Ooh, some saucy lineups. Is that woman I see in there?
Oh, what's that?
I think
Is that Jamie in there as well? Jamie, what you doing ILR1?
Hey,
Flexi and woman.
Flexi and woman in there, huh? Making me think of it.
Oh my goodness. Interesting. Right, well, let's get it underway. Let's do it. Before we do, in fact, no, let's stop dragging it out. We're dragging it out worse than I've ever seen before. But anyway, let's get underway with the lineups. And let's start with a new boy, right at the top of the list. And it's Matt. Oh goodness me, Matt. Why
Matt 32575, mate.
32575.
Matt Tibos.
So there you go.
Yeah.
He's Matt Tibos. He's back. He's joining ILR1, of course. Remember, he was showing some exceptional pace in ILR2, and it's earned him a spot in ILR1 next season. Very quickly, Jack, the thought behind that? Simple, just really quick.
Simple. He's got the pace. Yeah, he was in ILR2 this season, joined midway as well. I think he's second now in the championship, so it says it all. I think if he was in from the start, he probably would have won the title. So easy decision, to be honest.
Well, that was an easy decision, and along with him, we've got another driver that is coming up from ILR2, another graduate, and it is the world champion, of course. It's me. 1, 2. God, what is with the numbers, lads? Come on. 1, 2, 3, 2. And yeah, another one world champion again. Pretty self-explanatory, isn't it, guys? Jack, Jamie, too quick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Callum, he was on the fence last season to go in ILR1, but took him in ILR2, and he just dominated. So yeah, both the Red Bull drivers are up this season. Good luck to them.
Safe travels, God bless.
Would you like to announce some drivers?
Yeah, who's this man here? Sean McGurk. Bulletproof. Bulletproof 9838. Whatever. But congrats, mate. You're in ILR1, so hope you remain bulletproof in ILR1.
There you go. I've got someone to cheer in the commentary box. That's good for me. I'm pleased about that.
Yeah.
And of course, the man who was unable to win a race this season in ILR1, but we have been told, and told, not by Falcon in particular, but certainly by his rivals, that he is capable. So yes, Falcon in ILR1 next season, no surprises there really. Can he go on and fight for the title? It will be one to watch, won't it? Can Falcon get himself on? So that's Matt, it's me, Bulletproof and Falcon, the first four. What about the next one, Jamie?
It's Tony VRT Cliffy back in ILR1. So he's another quick driver. I didn't see him winning anywhere else, to be fair. Hopefully he can pull his head out and stay consistent. Get some couple of top finishes in there. That's what's needed for him.
And now up next we've got a man who said he would be in ILR2. He certainly would be in ILR2, but he's not. And it is Red Matt. So there you go, Red Matt. You are not in ILR2. You are in ILR1. So there you go. What do you think about that one? Do you think it's going to be a tough season for him? Do you think he can try and dig deep and score some points?
Oh yeah.
He's going to find it tough. I wasn't sure on his availability, but he's only had a few races in ILR1 this season, so I think it's only fair to give him a clean start and a clean slate and a good go at it. So we'll wait and see. But yeah, if you've seen the pace today, might struggle. He was complaining about the game as well today, so I don't know. We'll see.
Certainly one to watch. And now this is the name that jumped out on the page right away from me. This was immediately, I was like, what? Okay, interesting. And that is that your ILR3 world champion is going straight into ILR1. He's doing a Danny Kvyat when he won the GP3 straight into Formula 1. And now the question is, will he do a Danny Kvyat? Will it be too big a jump for him, or will he compete just fine? Jack Gooding, your reasoning behind that, what we want to know is it was a name that jumped out of the page.
Truthfully, well, I think he's got the pace. I think he's insanely quick. And I think he's
he's pretty quick. I think he's going to be able to hold his own in ILR3. Bless his heart, though. Jumping two tiers at once. I think he's one of the few drivers that's done that. But fair play to him, though. So hopefully, all the best of luck for him next season. And next up is Zalin. Zalin remaining in ILR1 for next season. Another solo driver. I didn't expect him to move anywhere, but he's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully he can get it. Hopefully he can string a couple of podiums and possibly even a win. And do you want to take over the next one?
Yeah, well, there's every possibility Zalin could do that. I mean, he has shown some pace, particularly in the latter stages of the season, so he will be a contender, I would have thought. But then, of course, Michael Angelo, he's also on that list, of course, a championship contender, a regular race winner, a serial race winner. So one to watch. I'm going to ask you guys quickly on Michael, do you think he can win the championship next year?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Definitely has a chance.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Sorry, my mic cut out before. Yeah, definitely. He showed great pace when he first came back. A few hiccups last few races, but it's the end of the season. But I can see him challenging B-Stas. I can see him being the main challenger to B-Stas. But I've seen B-Stas' video in the race, and I think he got an unfair penalty. He had to take the escape route after getting a cut off, so it's likely that B-Stas will probably get the win tonight.
Okay. Do you think Lewis is probably going to keep second because of the stop-go?
I'll have to wait for that. I'm not seeing anything else come through yet, but yeah, we'll see it as we go.
There you go, there you go, right there from the horse's mouth. ILR Charlie Whiting delivering a verdict almost immediately. It's not a confirmed verdict, but pretty likely, as you can hear there, that we will have a race win for B-Stas going on in the final race, so he will cling on to it, it would seem. But on to the next driver. We have got Zera Mercedes returning once again for another crack at the ILR1 Championship. Can he go out there and win this season? I'm sure he won a couple. Did he not win in Azerbaijan? Pretty sure he did, didn't he? He beat Jeff, did he not?
I think it was him or Jeff.
He did. Yeah, it was him or Jeff in that battle in Azerbaijan. So another season for him. Then we've got Hungry Tadpoles. He was off the pace today, lads, but certainly on his day he can contend at the front, can't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's been a bit messy the last half of the season, but he showed good pace at the beginning, so interesting to see how he develops this coming season. It's a big season for him as well, because I mean, there's people in the ILR too that are going to be chomping at the bit that want his seat, so I mean, there's a lot of guys here who are a bit, here or there, a bit inconsistent. I think DNFs plays a big part as well. A lot of DNFs in ILR1, especially the last half of the season. Yeah,
next
Okay,
up,
well, on to the next one. Jamie, would you like to go for the next one?
it's Lewis, W03. It's good to see him back in ILR, and hopefully he'll be challenging for the title next season. I can see him being a strong contender though, up there with Beastas and probably Michael. Is locked in for my top 3 for that title next season. But Lewis, I think if he stays consistent, shows up, and doesn't crash or have too many other disasters, I think he can be up there probably for the crown though, 100%.
I think he could be the champion. I think Lewis might be evens maybe for the title alongside Beastas. The pair of them, even odds, even money. Will be one to watch. Michelangelo, I initially went for him because of his tyre saving abilities, but unfortunately today and just in recent weeks he's just not seemed to be as quick as what I thought he was, and maybe the other guys have just got his number. We will find out. I did mention Beastas there, fighting for the title. He is actually fighting for the title. I've missed a couple of names to go to Beastas because I mentioned him there. Beastas, of course, your world champion, isn't going anywhere. He is, of course, going to be in IL1 next year, looking to defend his crown. Hopefully he will be turning up on a regular basis. I heard that he was asked.
He has been warned.
There more often.
Yeah.
He has been warned, so there you go. Don't be not turning up, Beastas, or you'll be out. And you won't win the championship because it's going to be that tight next year. I don't think it will.
Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. So there you go. There's the message from Jack. Jack Gooden. He runs a tight ship, not a shite tip. There you go. On to the next one. Hayden is going to be our next season. Hayden 792. A little word on Hayden. Could he have potentially been in ILR2 next season, or is ILR1 the place for him, Jack Gooden?
Well, this is a tough one. I think him, some other drivers, we'll just say Mike. Those two were probably the trickier ones to keep him, but I mean, I spoke to them, Hayden, a couple of weeks ago, and he's had a few things on at the moment. He's missed the last few races, but he hasn't sweat the game, and he's sitting probably 12, 13. For when he's sweating it, I've noticed he's creeping towards the top 6, 7. Probably not within reach of a race win, but I think he get a few podiums. I'm hearing rumours, should I say, that he's going to get his foot down and sweat, as is Michael Davis. So we'll see. Yeah. We'll see what that.
Already. Michael Davis looks like he's doing it already. He was rapid.
Yeah,
today.
he turned it up today, finally.
Yeah, he turned up. That's what he's got in his locker.
Yeah, he surprised me. I didn't think he had as much pace as that in his locker. I'll be honest with you. I said it to Jack the other day. I didn't think Michael Davis had enough pace in his locker to challenge again. But today, it looked like he did. And next season, he will be one to watch. And obviously we've accidentally mentioned Michael Davis there. But he will be, of course, Michael Davis. He will be in ILR1 next season. So, one to watch. Michael Davis, ILR1 next season. Says he's sweating it. So can he challenge to win that second title? Might be a tall order, maybe. Or maybe he can deliver. It will be one to watch. But on to the next driver. We mentioned Hayden. What about Lickle? Blows hot and cold, doesn't he? He's in ILR1 next season. Can he win races again? Can he win a title?
Can he win a title? That's a tall order, but can he win races? Most definitely. Yeah. He can win races. It's just like you said, Andy, few and far between. He'll win a race and he'll finish 11th for you or DNF. But like Lickle, Edward, he's got some pace on his day. He's definitely got some pace, but like you said, is it consistent? Not what we've seen anyway at this moment. Maybe next season can prove me wrong. I'm sitting here.
Well, we're not sure. We'll wait and see. We will wait and see. But I'm now going to mention these two guys together because they have been, they're both in ILR1, but I'm going to mention them as one pairing. Obviously, they might not team together, but they have been representing us, doing a great job for us in the ULC Championship, and that is Ace of Pace and Shimasi. So those two again will be featuring in the ILR1 season 3. And a quick word on those two. They're doing a good job for us in the ULC, aren't they, Jack? They're doing well.
Oh, they're doing really well. Will, especially, he's picking up consistent top 3-4 finishes. He's done the league proud. Shimasi's starting well in quality, but he's had a few disasters, bless him. But definitely putting a good show for us in ILR for ULC, which is good to see. And also Shimasi, first half of the season, I thought he was going to win the title. But I don't know what. I think he's far out of the game, or it's just disaster the second half of the season. He's been nowhere, but he could quietly, if he sweats it, I wouldn't rule him off. If he can get off to a good start like he did last season, he'd be up there. He'd definitely be up there, 100%. Well, I think we're forgetting about how quick he was second half of the season. He was bloody quick. First half of the season, should I say.
Well, we'll be one to watch. Shimasi, can he get back in amongst it and challenge for the title again? a big question mark over it. We will wait and see. We'll get 2 more names left on the list. And Jamie, would you like to go on with it? The last 2 names?
Oh yeah, sure.
Corey?
So,
It's Corey?
is Corey here in the list? And no, I'm just kidding.
He shit himself.
He definitely, his mop definitely fell on the floor. Alright, I've got Johnny
on the floor now.
Johnny R95, who's back for the 3rd season in a row in ILR1, and he's backed up with Frisky CJ, who barely makes the cut into ILR1. Fair play to him. He's managed to fraud his way in, but glad to see he's in ILR1 again for the 3rd season in a row. And yeah, it's good to see those 2 in, and I guess we didn't really skip him, but the surprise one in that list too is also Beastas, who's made it into ILR1, and that will pretty much round up our top 20 for ILR1.
Yep, there you go. We have got reserves, and that is, I believe, Canon Entero is gone in there, I take it. Yeah. That's so.
Yeah, that's right.
Reserve. Danielle also reserve. Nowek, Flair, and Alfie Ollie. Quick word, Jack, I've got to ask you, I mean, obviously these guys I want to know. Gone in, he's been prominent since he's joined. Danielle's done well with Italian at times. Nowek as well, coming in quite late. I've got to ask you, these guys might feel a little bit hard done by as to why they're not in. Could you maybe put an explanation out there for that?
Yeah, actually, I gave them all a message this morning before the announcement just to let them know, but it's just literally not too many drivers, not enough spaces. I mean, Daniele, the reason he's dropped is just a connection issue. He's had he's lagging, too many races, he's lagging everywhere, and he's only finished like 1 of the last 6 races, so I think I want to give someone else a shot on there. So I've just shuffled it around a little bit. I mean, Gonan and Nowak and Alfie's Bugatti guy, so he's racing today.
Oh, right, okay.
They'll be racing when they get a chance. Yeah, that's fine. No, I think they'll get a chance to race whenever there's a driver missing. That's what I told them anyway. So they'll be like full-time reserves basically. So they'll probably even have a slot in the championship standings just when I have a full-time car until someone drops out. That is. So yeah, going in, like, he's showing fantastic pace and he's a decent driver. So I don't want to let him go. I can't do that. But like, they're disappointed. But it needs most at this moment in time. Yeah, they'll get their chance. They'll get their chance.
How long to ILR5, Jack?
Let's behave.
Yeah, cross naked, mate.
Nah. Probably stay on 4 leagues and then maybe go to a different platform. I think is the next step, or a different game, properly.
There you go.
We'll see. We'll see. I think I don't want to saturate the PS4 too much.
There you go. That's what Jack Gooding thinks. He'd rather have 4 strong leagues than going for quality over quantity. It would seem. Maybe in the future we'll stretch out onto the Xbox or maybe the PC. But that rounds it off, folks. That is your driver lineup for next season. We've got the Race of Champions coming up as well very, very soon. And we've got 8 drivers in ILR1, 6 in ILR2 and 6 from ILR3. What do you think about that one quickly? A wee preview for us, Jack Gooding.
We'll try and catch Beastas and Michelangelo is the name of the game. I think some of the ILR3 boys, well, Brandon, Afri Fish, Paga, they'll want to prove themselves as well on their day very quick. Some of them probably more TT qualifying pace rather than race pace, but again, we've got the ILR mainstays, Paul, Flexi, It's Me, all looking to have a go at the big dogs basically in ILR1. That's what I love about it. I think you're going to see a lot of gutsy performances, maybe some bold strategies as well, but in Bahrain, so anything can happen under the lights in the desert. Hopefully not rain though, jeez, don't need that. But yeah, it should be a good one. And we'll announce everyone's teammates in cars as well for all 4 tiers, so you boys will be busy.
Oh goodness me. Well, be sure to join us for the Race of Champions, which, as Jack's just said, will be in Bahrain. And that is next week, isn't it? Or is it 2 weeks' time? I can't. Sure.
This must be Sunday. Had Sunday 11th. Yeah, Sunday. Today.
There you go. Then Sunday 11th. Join us next weekend, folks, for the Race of Champions. It's been a fantastic season in ILR1. It's been a fantastic season across all tiers. The final race just coming up, delayed, I would think, for ILR2. So I'm going to close this out quickly. Thanks for joining us for this season. It's been absolutely brilliant. Join us next week for the Race of Champions to decide who is the ultimate king of ILR. Good night.
Safe travels. God bless. Oh, I gotta move my PS4 across the room. Damn it.